swamps of Louisiana. We are rolling westward towards Lafayette, Louisiana, and happy Monday morning to all of you as our amazing trip rolls on. Destination today is San Antonio, Texas. It's going to be a little loud in the cabin, a little louder than usual today. Hi Roxana, nice to see you, sweetheart.
Hi Roxana.
We're kind of bouncing along here.
Maxine.
Hi Maxine, good morning, beautiful. We're kind of bouncing along the I-10 here. It's in dire need of repair, which they're doing. But Cupcake, how are you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you.
Hi Cupcake.
And we have rolled over the swamp lands, up and down raised bridge over swamps and rivers and lakes. It's been pretty damn amazing. Hi Lois, nice to see you. I can't tell you what our signal's going to be going through western Louisiana.
No, George did not go to church.
No, Georgie did not go into church.
He did not attend the service.
He was parked under a shade tree with the windows down and some water, and he was, after a couple minutes, he settles down. Hi Helen, how you doing, sweetie? He settles down after a couple minutes, and he knows what the drill is now. He's used to the whole deal when we go places. So traveling with George has been a lot easier than I would imagine it to be, because we have a set routine. He just goes everywhere we go. And if we can take him into the restaurant, we take him into the restaurant. If not, we get him set up in the car. He knows we're coming back. And that way we're having a good experience. I mean, we ate at this court of the Two Sisters in New Orleans, and we just took him right into the restaurant. Restaurant established in 1832 or whatever. And he went right in. Don Juan, nice to see you, handsome. Good morning to you, babe. Don, when are you taking off for, hey Mark, when are you taking off for Scottsdale? Oh boy, we hit some big bumps today, baby. This I-10 is really frigged up here. Hey Linda, good morning from central Louisiana, central South Louisiana. We are rolling our way towards Houston.
Is your friend Jasmine?
Jasmine, hi sweetie, good morning to you, babe. Hope you're doing good in New York.
Hey, Clayton.
Yeah, we miss you all already. We got a big video coming up with a shout out to you. To Clayton Camo, one of the nicest people that we've met.
Him and Richard.
Him and Richard, what a bunch of sweethearts. I mean, is every guy good looking down south as he can? You know,
such wonderful friends of ours now. Good looking, good spirited, great hearts. Just all around the total package.
Remember, Rosie's all about how you look, right? Remember, I'm shallow, so. But hospitality personified with those two, and we were lucky enough to didn't get to see the inside, but they have a beautiful home. I'm not going to dox out their location, but a real antebellum type of home in beautiful Baton Rouge. And I actually found Baton Rouge more fascinating to me than New Orleans, the French Quarter. But Clayton says next time you come through, I'll show you stuff in New Orleans. It will absolutely blow you away. I know I should be living here. We should definitely be, well, not because I'm beautiful, but because the culture, the food, the people, amazing. Like I said, we've passed through a lot of states. Hey Hammond, nice for seeing. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we tried to turn a corner and put the nonsense. We put the beautiful plantation video up this morning, just spectacular.
Yeah,
well, we sat to LSU. We saw LSU and the Huey Long State House and the governor's mansion. It was nighttime. The video quality's not going to be good, but I will be back in Baton Rouge again. I've basically fallen in love much the sights. Well, the sights in Baton Rouge are good, but the whole experience of being on the Mississippi River, and we had the best ribs last night at TJ's Ribs, which is a real institution amongst LSU fans. It's a real.
Yeah, even at the hotel they had two of the rings, and then they had several of the pictures and stuff on display.
Yeah, I mean, LSU is LSU. The whole SEC.
They're taking huge pride in it.
Auburn, Alabama, LSU, FSU. FSU's ACC now, but just amazing. I'm sorry, guys. The quality of this road is terrible right now. I'll flip this around. Just passing through construction and bouncing around. Yeah. So I think
definitely need to check it out.
Yeah,
when you go down to New Orleans, though, you gotta be careful where you go. There are some areas that are kind of scary.
And you're gonna have to invest some time in parking and everything else.
Do some research. You gotta do your research. There are even locals from outside that won't even go there anymore.
I mean, I'm a lady of the South myself, so I'm very steeped in Southern culture. But the culture of Louisiana is so markedly different. I was telling Clayton last night, you could sit at a bar, and this darn thing keeps popping down. You could sit at a bar, black, white, black, white, black, white. It was amazing.
That was so wonderful.
You'd never see that in Baltimore, even today.
It was like a dream come true.
And the people just intermingled with such a spirit of hospitality and friendliness that they truly were colorblind. And the people are beautiful, from the mixture of Creole and Indian and black and white. I think some of the best people best looking. I mean, I hate to sound so shallow, but I was astounded in all of Louisiana how good looking the people are down here. So it was quite, there's a lot to explore here again. I would love to come back and spend a lot of time in Baton Rouge. I mean, there's so much to see in the way of history down there. Yeah, that's what you were telling me yesterday, Linda. The separation is so severe up north that it persists to this day. Now, we have seen Louisiana State Police all over the I-10 this morning. I guess people think they're going to run out over these bayou bridges and just go as fast as they want, but that's not the case. And we've seen cops everywhere this morning. We're having our morning coffee. It's 7:34 a.m. Hopefully we get to Houston. Most of the rush hour will be kind of behind us, and we'll be on to San Antonio today. We've already booked a place there. I like the forward book now. Makes it a lot easier. So happy Monday to all of you. I hope our phone doesn't fall down on the floor. We're just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. This road has been under construction yeah, it is. It is funny, Hammond. It's exactly right. It's funny how the South is kind of unified, because they have that, as we talk about in our video coming up, our reflections, they have that shared heritage of the Civil War, even though they were on both sides. There's a lot of things about the Civil War and the society makeup that they don't teach you in history books and stuff. One thing that blew us away yesterday, there were as many free blacks in Louisiana as slaves at the start of the Civil War. There's something like 600,000 blacks at that time, and half of them were free blacks. So the Civil War came down equally hard on them in the South. But you won't read that in history books. But yeah, I think we're just fascinating. We're coming into Lafayette, Louisiana now. We'll give you a look. Lafayette, Louisiana is real Creole country. This is where the Acadians escaped from Canada, and they got chased into all this swampland. And of course, the chase was given up at that point. And somehow or another, Missy Jen, they learned how to survive in the swamps and became the Cajun people that we know today. So Lafayette is like the epicenter, according to Clayton, of that culture of Cajun. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what Lafayette looks like here. Yeah, but that unity in the South is amazing. Also, things are very inexpensive. I mean, the ribs weren't cheap last night, but they were good. But we found like a stop at a truck stop to get coffee. What is it, Missy Jen? 80 cents or something for a couple?
Yeah, $1.66 for two.
Yeah, $1.66 for two coffees. Can you imagine that, guys? It'd be like $2.50 a pop back in California for that. Yeah. So we've enjoyed being away from the drama. This is really our last week on the road as we're heading home now. But yeah, we're trying to bring different kind of content and keep things as real time as possible. I hope you also enjoyed the Jimmy Swagger. We didn't live stream yesterday, but we did do a short live stream 15 minutes before the service began. Gar fishing the good. That's really good. That's good, Linda. You know, and yesterday, guys, we had alligator. Alligator for the first time, and I thought it was delicious. Last night we had the alligator balls. Don't laugh, but they were in a remoulade sauce.
Oh, they were really
fried
good.
Alligator balls in a remoulade. They were really delicious. Yeah, you'd want to try that because it really was like a high-priced chicken, like a high-class chicken taste. So we really enjoyed that. Oh, I can't wait to get off of that road section. Boom. Wow. Now onto the smooth. Oh, Cupcake, this was off the hook. It was kind of horseradish, a little hot, but delicious. Really delicious.
Right.
Our food was really great. Good morning, Cheech. Nice to see you. I'm gonna say, if you guys ever travel, try to stay at these places called the Hyatt Place.
Hi, Teddy.
Hey, Teddy. Nice to see you, babe. Try to stay at these places called Hyatt Place. They are really amazing. They're very moderately priced, anywhere from 90 to 120 bucks. You know, 75 to 120 bucks a night. Beautiful, big. You get a desk, a big sitting area. What do you think, Missy Jen? Those Hyatt places are really nice.
They got really nice breakfast. Very comfortable beds. Really nice, comfortable. Really nice rooms, period. The mattresses are really soft.
They give you a choice of 3 pillows, which is really
You
cool.
got a choice of 3 pillows. You can just toss whatever you don't like away. Nice bathrooms.
Louisiana, that's it, baby.
And really, really, the breakfast menus. Got a wide selection of waffle makers. You make your own waffles. They got a lot of variety of fruits and coffees.
Cottage cheese, everything. Just, and everybody's got a good attitude who works there. You know, they don't want to take your head off
Orange
because
juice.
you ask a question.
Yogurts. Cereals. 5 different types of cereal.
Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, in the heart of Bayou country here, heart of Cajun country. These people learned how to live in a swamp, how to carve out a living. Yeah, the road's better now, Mark. It was a little, it was shaky coming out of Baton Rouge. The first 10 miles west, I'd say we're pretty darn shaky. Hey, Gobblers, good morning.
Hi,
thank you. I hope you catch the video I put up on that plantation, the homeless plantation. Clayton and Richard drove us out there yesterday and paid it forward to us with a nice tour.
So wonderful.
I just put up the exterior. We'll be doing a tour of the interior too. That's where they filmed the movie Hush Hush My yeah, what's that called? Hush, no, what's it called? The one with Joan
Hush Hush My Darling?
Yeah, Hush Hush My, oh, Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte was filmed in there. They filmed the interior scenes in there. Yeah, check it out. Also, some of our we're going to put up a reflection video on Louisiana.
We've seen a staircase where they rolled the thing down the head.
Yeah, the head in the movie, the staircase. So it's you know, got a lot of history. This is the state that I'm most anxious. You know, Jen and I like Florida very much, but we like Florida just for the warmth and the beach and the sunshine. But for cultural attractiveness, I think this Louisiana is a place we really want to come back to and spend some time. So when we come to Florida, I'm pretty sure we'll try to take, this time we'll try to take 4 or 5 days in that area on our way to Florida and then just roll on to Tallahassee or whatever and then down to Clearwater. But culturally, it's very attractive to me. There we go, baby, 100 miles to Texas, the great state of Texas. So enjoy the videos. I've tried to keep everything as real time. Missy Jen's doing more in-depth videos. She's putting them up on Jen and Rosie Reality TV. Check them out. We did do a little 15-minute live stream from Jimmy Swaggart's Christian Family Worship Center in Baton Rouge before the service started. Then we captured a 15-minute, about an 12-minute video during the service and stuff, and somebody came up and asked me to stop videoing because the reflection on the camera lens was interfering with the TV camera. So,
and we were actually on TV too.
Yeah, we were actually made it on the TV. Yes, so we did the whole Pentecostal thing. Linda, it's really something to see a televangelist on TV. But to be there in person and see the enormous setup they have with Sun Life Broadcasting Center, where they do their uplink to the cable nationally and then, you know, around the world too for those hookups. To see the Bible Study Center, to see the Youth Center, to see the Jimmy Swaggart Ministries headquarters building, and then of course the church. It's a lot to take in, but very tasteful, and everybody was as nice as they could be. And it's quite a tribute to Jimmy Swaggart. As I said, here's a guy that got caught with prostitutes. Yeah, we did get to meet Jimmy at Hammond. Go check out the video yesterday. We kind of pre-arranged to meet him. Jen asked an usher beforehand, and he kind of just gave us a minute at the end. But we did meet Jimmy. You'll be able to see the video. Jimmy's son, Donnie Swaggart, came over and greeted us and shook our hands. Gabriel, the grandson of Jimmy Swaggart, waved to us. So, yeah, they had a couple heathens sitting down there. But Missy, Jen, and I are both God-fearing people, so we were very respectful, and we appreciated the service. Yeah, they had a they had a shortfall on there, Clayton, 1.6 million. But here's a guy that's distributing 30,000 Bibles last week in, what country was that? I don't know, Guyana or something. And next target is Costa Rica. So this, you know, I think if you're a Christian, people fall down as Christians. I mean, we're human beings, but Jimmy Swaggart picked himself up 2 times and basically reinvented himself. And yesterday he was sitting with his wife of, I don't know, 40 years or whatever, Jen, 50 years, I don't even know.
Yeah, and she was on stage with him.
She stood by his side and stuck with him. And if you're a Christian, you believe in that whole forgiveness, and you fall down and you get up again and you move on in your life. So I didn't really have a negative feeling about Jimmy Swaggart. I mean, at the time I kind of laughed, right, because Jim Baker was going down, all the PTL Pass the Loot Club and all that stuff. So I'm saying we went into his church with a respectful attitude yesterday. We did not go in to capture, to make it look ridiculous, and
you know, serious about,
yeah, with a lot of respect.
Going in to participate in a service, and
yeah, that's right, gobblers. People make mistakes.
Actually, really sincerely meet Jimmy, shake his hand.
Yeah, your friend in Baton Rouge wants to go, but nobody will go. Well, you can go there and sit in the back. Missy, Jen, and I chose to just sit right down in front, so we'd have the closest.
Yeah, that's right in front.
You. And, you know, because I was going to be taking video.
And I would definitely wanted to meet Jimmy and shake his hand. I told Rosie, I said, let's go all or nothing.
Yeah, Jen's like, look, if we're gonna come, let's meet Jimmy. We didn't come 5,500 miles to come up empty. Yeah, deep pockets, that's right, Clayton.
Asked one of those ushers if we can, you know, meet Jimmy. And they said, yeah, after the service, just come here to the side, and then he'll be right there.
Morning, Carl. Oh, you can sleep there at the plantation. Yeah, this Houma plantation, this plantation, guys, was 300,000 acres, and at its peak, it had 800 slaves on that plantation. And guess how much sugar cane they were cranking out a year? 18 million pounds of sugar cane was harvested. 18
for Domino.
Well, we're talking about in the old days. They made that molasses sugar. That's all that you could do. You made sugar cones. That's what you export.
Yeah, now they're doing sugar for Domino sugar.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, Linda. If you looked at a map of Louisiana, and you'll see it on the later video inside the house, it was broken up into plantations, and this was like one of 15 plantations that took the whole state of Louisiana. To drive across the plantation took 30 minutes by car today. I mean, that's how gigantic and enormous the scale of this operation was. Just defies the imagination. 18 million pounds of sugar cane. That's sweet tea, that's right, Cupcake. That's why they love that sweet tea. But, you know, the other myth is that all slaves were mistreated, but on this plantation they got 7 pounds of pork per person per week, all the vegetables they wanted to have, and unlimited rice, and, you know, their lives were pretty decent living. It almost seemed like the deeper south that you went, the more your life was kind of better. I guess some of the more established plantations, but 18 million pounds of sugar cane. And it would take 4 months to process that, and our guide said you can do that in 3 days, 3 days with machinery today. But we saw the kitchens and very genteel. The person that had this plantation had Andrew Jackson's liquor cabinet. You know, the whole deal. Dueling pistols, beautiful. I mean, Marie Antoinette's clock.
I am Marie Antoinette's.
No, guys, just think about that. I mean, I'm standing next to Marie Antoinette's clock, right there on the mantle.
General Andrews.
You know, it's just
drinking liquor cabinet thing.
Yeah. The old music boxes, and they'd have the mirrors at the fireplaces so women could check their petticoats to make sure that the snow wasn't falling. Petticoat was too low, they told you, honey, the snow is falling down south. I like that.
You're not supposed to show your ankles back in the days.
And if one genteel southern lady saw another lady with her petticoat down a little bit, she would say, honey, she'd put her head behind her fan and say, honey, the snow is falling down south. And I thought that was really, really cute. The other thing that, there's cops, we just got cops, we're passing a few more over there, but the other thing that I thought was funny, guys, was people back then, the average height of a man was 5 feet tall and a woman was 4 feet, so you can see that the doorknobs and everything was fashioned for shorter, era of much shorter people, so maybe Napoleon wasn't such a midget after all, you know.
Marie Antoinette's clock.
Just absolutely gorgeous.
I took a picture of it. I think it was made mostly out of gold.
You had the owner in the 1940s would go around antique stores in the South, and he saw a statue of Lincoln, a little sculpture about a foot and a half wide by about a foot tall of Lincoln sitting on sitting at a log bench, and to him he thought it was a bronze statue, and he got it home and cleaned it up. It was so dirty, and he just thought it was made of bronze or cast, you know, tin or some composite material. He got it home and started polishing up, and it was 61 pounds of pure sterling silver underneath it. That's pretty amazing. But a lot of these plantation houses have fallen down now because the upkeep and maintenance is the environment here is dreadful. It's so difficult. Okay, take care, Maxie. Nice to see you, babes. This is such a harsh environment with the constant humidity and moisture. It just wreaks havoc on wood, on everything. So these things are just constant maintenance. Hogs, and they're like 3,000 feet under cover. So it's very difficult to keep. Yeah, tourists burn them down. There was a case, Clayton, where you were telling me, where a couple kids thought it would be fun to see what one of these plantation houses, these manors, look like on fire, and they burnt the whole damn thing down. You're not going to rebuild these again, Missy Jen. You're not going to replicate these houses. It's just amazing to me that this house, being almost 200 years old, actually older, from 17-something, that this thing did not burn to the ground itself.
A lot of places didn't get burned on. He told the story about this guy that put the British flag up when they came and they wanted to burn everything down. He put the British flag up and said, "I dare you set foot upon this property. This is British soil, and I will inform the British government if you trespass upon this land here, you trespass on British soil." And so the other party retreated. They didn't dare set foot on that plantation.
Butler history, the name Benjamin Butler will be familiar to you. I think he was a Massachusetts-born guy. He was a society person, and like most generals, especially early on in the Civil War, they were more honorary. You know, they might have gone to West Point, but there was family connections and things like that, especially in second-rank leadership of the Union side. That if you got on good, or you were somebody's cousin, or you had a good family connection, then you could get a decent posting in the Civil War. And General Butler was an idiot in the campaigns of the Army of Northern Virginia against them and the Army of the Potomac. He was the one that got them bottled up at the Bermuda 100, I think, on the Rappahannock River down there, and just sat there for months unable to break out of a trapped on a little spit of land. But this idiot was later assigned to be governor of New Orleans and Louisiana, and he was brutal. He said any woman that disrespects a Union uniform will be treated as a prostitute, summarily dealt with. And they wanted to burn the town of Baton Rouge, but there was an underling that refused to carry out the order because there was a children's orphanage and a school for the blind. And God gave the order: either you burn that place down, either you burn this city down, or I'm going to shoot you dead on the spot. And he ended up shooting him dead on the spot. He refused to carry out the order. But the city of Baton Rouge was saved because of his heroism. So if you mention the name Butler, and you can tell by our tour guide that this was a very this still rang true. This bitterness carried on to today. Imagine when the Civil War begins, Missy Jen, you're the richest state in the Union per capita, and when the Civil War's over, you're the poorest state. Because everybody had drawers full of Confederate money that wasn't worth a penny. And they ended up having to sell their plantation land, little by little selling off the land to pay taxes. And then the carpetbaggers came down from the north, and
that's the guy they put then in the peapots, right?
Yeah. They would threaten the white folks, say, we're going to put a rifle in every black person's hand, and just tell them to go shoot any white person that they find. So, and these were people that had gotten along pretty well for the most part. So there's a lot. This is what I tell you guys. There's a lot of, the bitterness I was talking about, Linda Francine, carries through to this day. Our guide that took us around yesterday, this Houma plantation, he was still stuck in his crawl. The events that happened to his family losing their plantation, and he was he had a real southern accent. I mean, he was a real dyed-in-the-wool. And this guy was, I think probably on Friday, Nicole, I think Friday's our arrive day, Saturday at the latest. Hope you're doing okay today. Just giving a little bit of reflective thoughts, a little live stream on our thoughts of Louisiana and how much we enjoyed our time and meeting Clayton and Richard. Oh, you're good, angry with Elvis. Well, it's just another day in paradise. Like I say, hi Susan, nice to see you. Free birdie dance. I left all that behind. Beautiful thing with Elvis this time is I had no portfolio for change, no nothing. I went, I enjoyed my time in Florida, and we left. Came on to Louisiana and met Clayton and Richard, and two really normal guys that got along great with everybody, and we love them to pieces. They are absolutely wonderful to us. Jack Thompson, how you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. Give you a little road view. I I guess we're all in rice country down here now, passing big rice fields. They're getting out there planting the rice. Oh yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm just glad, Nicole, we rolled on. Yeah, we see all rice paddies out on the right side there.
So if you enjoyed the stories and the history of Louisiana that we are bringing to you, smash that like button and share the love, please.
Yeah, give us a little like here for the live streams. They've been fun across America. We pick them up 2 or 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours a day here.
Thank you, Nicole. Love you.
Yeah, I agree. You know, you got to be able to laugh at yourself, Susan. You know, I loved it when Dave the fisherman called me at the hotel in Largo there. I thought that's so cool. You know, I mean, okay, I'm an attention whore, right? I love that kind of stuff. Right? And he called down there and talked on the phone. I said, Dave, where's my pizza? Thought he was going to send a pizza. But yeah, if you can't laugh and have fun on YouTube, just close out your channel and go.
Jack Thompson in the house.
Yeah, Susan, we got some real quality content coming up from Louisiana today. A really wonderful plantation house outside of Baton Rouge. You never know these days. One day it could be there, the next day it could be gone, Mrs. Jan. You know, this is heritage.
They did have a fire in there once, and then they put sprinklers now in and upgraded it all to code.
It's all hanging by a thread. Hey TR, nice to see you, my friend. There's another great person that we saw on the trip.
Yeah.
Tried our moonshine on there. TR, be on the Tuesday night panel next Tuesday. I miss seeing y'all. TR, we are in Louisiana, central, going to western Louisiana here. Heading into the great state of Texas.
And that ain't no joke.
And ain't no yoke.
That's right.
We're coming up on, by tomorrow morning we'll be about our 6,000th mile on the road. And it has been just a tremendous trip. 44 miles to Lake Charles. I did, Susan, I put a video up, the creepy graveyards of New Orleans. Check it out. It's about 4 minutes long. I went into a graveyard and, showed people around one of the above ground graveyards there in New Orleans. So check it out. I know I put a lot of video up. It's very, to me, it's horrifying. It's scary, but Missy Jen loves it, of course.
I love that kind of
loves that stuff.
I love that stuff.
To me, that stuff is horrifying. I couldn't even imagine. Number one, I'm in a terrible neighborhood. I mean, I'm in a neighborhood where, you know, what is New Orleans, the murder capital? And that place down there looked like the murder capital. There were people sleeping under the underpasses of the highway. And,
yeah, it was a little tent city.
And that graveyard, right, St. Louis graveyard, right smack. That's also where the RV park is, right down there. Semper Fi, Ujira, nice to see you. Good morning to you. That's where they have an RV park that is right smack next to the graveyard and pretty close to the French Quarter there, so it's kind of convenient. Irene on the road, Irene was talking about that, Irene from South Carolina, that they had stayed there before, but it's really expensive down there. Yeah, eyes are always on the road, Stevie, no worries. Good morning to you. Eyes are on the road. Welcome to West Central Louisiana. Actually, we're in the southern part.
Yeah, they got the WrestleMania now in New Orleans coming up, and I'm just flabbergasted. The streets and everything, they're Bourbon Street and surrounding streets, they're so
Orleans is pretty much in full collapse down there. It looked to me, it's
Just terrible.
it's just a city teetering on the edge. I mean, there's some gentrification. There's some bold people. There's some bold people that have gone in there and bought places, but basically you got a very corrupt city administration. You got a very corrupt governor here. You know, it's kind of sad, Missy Jen, because, you know, I mean, Clayton said he'd take us around some other areas that are really mind-blowing, but yeah, you're going to lose that culture, Susan. That culture is going to be history, because we saw the worst potholes I've ever seen in my life. They were 1.5 feet. Yeah, you got to watch the stream. You also got to check out the New Orleans videos where we ate at the Court of Two Sisters restaurant and places like that.
The potholes are so big you can turn them into mass graves.
Yeah, I offered to meet Blue Waffles, but he's up in Dallas. We're about 400 miles south going into San Antonio. But we will be back. We will come through a different route and then pop down to Louisiana next time we come back. But we wanted to meet Blue Waffles. I wanted to meet Kevin Chambers too, but this, you know, Texas is such a big state. Maybe I'll meet Happy Meal out in El Paso out there. Yeah, that was it, Ujira. Most of the police department got arrested in New Orleans. Mayor Nagin went to jail. I mean, it's all corrupt. Hi, Vicky. How you doing, baby doll? So,
Hi, Vicky.
For my money, I'd rather spend my time in Baton Rouge and then just go down day trip partying in New Orleans, because it's 81 miles away. It's very civilized, it's very genteel, it's a beautiful city, Baton Rouge, and it's really up and coming. Meaning that there's a lot of young people there, and they're doing great things on the restaurant scene, and you have the Mississippi River right there, and it's really beautiful. We were there at nighttime, but I can't wait to go. We have the tallest state capitol building in the United States, in Baton Rouge. Huey Long's governor's mansion, and it was really cool. They had all the old Model Ts and Model A's parked outside. It was really cool. So it's definitely a place we want to go back and spend a lot of time. The hospitality's been great. Yeah, I think we probably could have, Skiwi. I'll probably be trading this in on, probably be looking at a conversion van. Ridden real nice, Skiwi, but I want something that's a little quieter. We've loved the rig, it's performed beautifully, but I want to get into a conversion van. Yeah, saw bullet holes where Huey was assassinated, Huey Long, the Kingfisher. So we can't wait to see, go back and see that. Oh, I know, Nicole, I just go through vehicles. I do. You're right. You're absolutely right. I like to try different vehicles. And, yeah, it looks like we got a little bit of a weather front ahead here, so we'll see what that means. And Nicole, F you, by the way. Give you a big F you afternoon there. Yeah, Missy Jen and I think our hearts are kind of set on a conversion van. Well, we've already been through, we already went through Mississippi on the I-10, Charlotte. So we passed through Pascagoula, Mississippi. We passed through Mobile, Alabama. So yeah, that's probably about 200 miles behind us. So I'd like to go up to Natchez, Mississippi. Wants to know how you've been holding up physically, Jen.
I'm doing good. to say, when the humidity and the heat comes into the 80s,
We better start over again. We lost our connection.
when it comes into the 80s and the humidity hits, then my legs get kind of wobbly and weak. But other than that, I'm doing good.
Yeah, the trick is making sure that Jen gets a good night's sleep. Our connection's lousy.
I can tell when with the heat and the heat and humidity combination. When it's a humid heat and it's the mid 80s, then it's already gets iffy for me. That's when the MS kind of starts flaring.
But generally we're in bed at like usually no later than 10 o'clock. I'm just doing a little editing on the phone. Most everything I've done is on the phone. By the way, a tip of the hat to Nicole.
But so far, all of our friends that we've met, they've all been very supportive and understanding. And well, Mark, the infusion is to slow down the progression, so there's no telling of if it does anything. So,
yeah, I think Missy Jen's kind of been in a pretty steady state, so I'm kind of happy about that, because with my retirement coming up, there's so much that we want to see and do. And I really want Jen to always be a part of that to the greatest extent possible.
I will have the next infusion coming up, which will be all in one. Hopefully May 4th.
Yeah, Stevie wants to know if Jimmy Swagger cured you.
No, he did not. I actually did not feel any different.
Yeah, I don't think we went up to be cured. They had the laying on of hands and things like that. But remember the old saying, the Holy Spirit's not going to move into an empty, into an empty vessel. I mean, you have to be spiritually prepared for that kind of experience. And we weren't there so much for the religious experience, although we both believe in God, and we went in respectfully to the church service. We didn't go there for Missy Jen to get a miracle cure.
Right, I didn't go there to get miraculously cured and healed, so that I can then I'll have to go to work, and then Rosie's gonna travel alone, and I'm gonna go to work. We went there to see Jimmy, and we were hoping to see him. We were wanting to see the whole setup. We wanted to see the service.
Yeah, we wanted to, we've seen him on TV so many times, broadcasting into California and stuff.
And if a cure does come and I get cured, I will go back to work. I mean, that's just the way it is going to be.
Yeah, now, a tip of the hat to Cooper. I guess I threw $20 in Skiwee into the tithe basket there. Just threw a $20 bill in for the service yesterday. So, Cooper had gone to Jimmy Swagger's Christian Family Worship Center, and I didn't know how far off the path it was, but it was right on the I-10, so it was very convenient. And plus, we rolled in on a Sunday, so we were able to get up, have breakfast, go to the service, and then we did our laundry, and then Clayton and Richard picked us up in their Chevy Avalanche and took us out to the plantation. So the greatest thing has been the people we met, Missy Jen. We have friends for life all across the U.S. and stuff now. So Skiwee and those of you hoping we would have real bad weather, your dreams may come true. It looks like we're heading into a severe weather situation up here.
Skiwi. Those services don't pay for themselves.
Yeah, that's a lot of
And
upkeep.
it costs a lot of money to keep up the buildings, electricity bills, whatnot.
Yeah, so we threw some money into the basket there. They came down.
Contributions should be given.
Yeah, Clayton and
Definitely.
Richard Sword in disguise down there. I'll tell you, two more very handsome guys, Clayton and Richard, down there. Yeah, there we go. There's Juices down in his storm cellar. Yeah, we're definitely in tornado. We look like we could have a tornado drop at any moment right now out of the sky.
This is not,
well, we already see some funnel clouds kind of forming up there.
There's no funnel cloud.
Missy Jen?
I lived in Tornado Alley for 13 years. There's no watch out. There's a trooper.
Yeah, we're not speeding. Is Janet out there?
There's no funnel cloud.
Yeah, that cop's ready to roll out, isn't he? Huh? We've seen a big police presence on from the Louisiana State Police out here. They're just sitting at the on-ramps, getting ready to radar going forward, people going past, so yeah. We're definitely, I think this is more like, we're still in low country here, but I think I'm seeing a little more cattle out here coming up to St. Charles.
Hey Francis, how the hell are ya?
Hey Francis.
Good to see ya.
Yeah, Francis, we might be neighbors down there. Huh?
Are you working that brick? Doing your workouts? Swinging that brick?
So on our way to San Antonio today. That's good, Francis. Love to hear. You had a good weekend. That's great. No, I don't want to get pulled over either, Skiwi. I've managed to avoid cops since Missouri. I'd like to keep that track. I've not been speeding at all down south. I've just been going the speed limit. Once we get into Texas, I think we'll see an 85 mile an hour speed limit in there. So that'll be a different story, especially in San Antonio westward. So I just don't want any brush-ups with cops. Not because I'm trans, but I just don't want to have a big ticket. You know, Coop got a big parking ticket down in the French Quarter in New Orleans and all that kind of stuff. So we avoided that. So I'm happy about that. So I'm waiting for a funnel cloud to drop down from the sky here.
There is not going to be anything.
Yeah, well, U-Haul's doing about 75. I'm rolling along at 70, Ski. We were up to 95 in the 95 across Nevada. No problem. The van is really well built. The van is well built.
If you need a good utility van, these Dodge ProMaster Cities are really good.
Yeah, these are really nice. Hi, Felix. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't checked out the plantation video, we also have a reflection video about Louisiana and how wonderfully the races get along down here in blacks and whites. It was something that I noticed, having been born and raised in Baltimore, how you would have never had the scene that you'll see coming up later today at the restaurant of blacks and whites equally sharing a bar and everybody really getting along good. So it's really been nice down south to see in Louisiana particularly. Yeah, they get along good down here, Skiwi. The people are very beautiful. There's been a lot of intermarriage here. You can tell Creole, Indian, black, white.
We were in a restaurant yesterday, and it was a sight that I never thought I would ever see, but always hoped I would see. Where black and white was intermingling, sitting on the bar,
think you're in Tennessee or something like that, but what I'm saying
It was
is
just great to see.
Tennessee's kind of a Yankee state anyway, but I'm just saying.
I was up in Missouri, and the white people up there where I was anyways, they hated the black people. They were like...
Yeah, you had a huge KKK presence.
They were like pushing the black people out in the outskirts of the city into trailer parks and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm very sensitive to race stuff.
I found that appalling.
Just a very noticing.
So I found that really nice down here that how everybody treated each other with dignity and respect.
I think Jimmy Swaggart's like 82 years old. Francis.
And he's still got the fire. He gets on the piano.
He still got the fire. He got up there with the piano.
And his leg was humping when he was on the piano. He wanted to go. He wanted to do a Jerry Lee Lewis on that piano. You could tell.
Oh man, he can play the piano. Like I said, Linda Francine, he's a frustrated Jerry Lee Lewis. The thing I think Jimmy Swaggart wanted to do most in life was to be a rock star, a rock and roller like his cousin Jerry Lee Lewis, but it just didn't. He just kind of went in a different direction. But like his whole family, they all learned how to play piano, and he carried that over to televangelism, because really before him there was only Oral Roberts and one other guy was on television. So he was really the third in 1971 to get on TV.
You won Grammys?
Yeah, thank you. That wait till you see the inside of that. And good morning to you, Katie. Nice to see you, beautiful. Wait till you see the part 2 coming up of the inside of that plantation manor house. They had Andrew Jackson's liquor cabinet, the desk designed by Aaron Burr. I mean, there's more treasures in that. Yeah, that's cool. So he okay, yeah. That's interesting, Linda. I never knew that. But
yeah, he was talking about being in a recording studio.
He has tremendous talent on the piano, and at 82 years old, I really can't fault Jimmy Swaggart. He's a human being like we are, and if you believe in the tenets of Christianity and forgiveness, you know, he's paid his dues, he's asked for his forgiveness, and he built a big church empire back in. And Missy Jen, the thing that impressed me the most was Francis Swaggart, his wife of had to be 50 years, was still sitting at his side. And came up and read some things during the service. So, you know, stand by your man. Oh yeah, impressive. And she had been through hell. You can imagine living in Baton Rouge society and then having everybody kind of giggle and talk that they know Jimmy's been out on the prowl again and all that. So it's quite a lot to swallow. Yeah, Katie, it really impressed us. You'll be able to see our rib dinner. We had alligator last night too for the first time.
And the ribs, we had this is the first time I ate a full rack.
Yeah, we both had a full rack. Yes.
I usually only eat a half a rack. I ate the full rack, and I ate it in record time too. It was so good.
The hell out of me, yeah. And we had alligator yesterday for the first time.
And for the first time, I had what they call dirty rice. And it's a mixture of white rice, chicken liver, and
holy shit.
something else that they put in there. And it is delicious.
Fucking skiwi, man. You gotta love skiwi. No, I think we're probably about 60 miles from Texas.
It's got some Cajun spices on it. And it's really good. I thought it's something that I've never had before. It's authentic Cajun cuisine. Let's give it a try. And
you can see all the rice patties on the right. All the
really good.
All the Louisiana rice. And that's what they found grows best down in the bayou country here, is to put that rice in. Has Skiwi been torturing you all on the chats all night long?
So whenever you come down here, hey Josh.
Morning, Josh.
When you come down here, you want to try the authentic cuisine, Cajun cuisine, and definitely do the Louisiana barbecue, baby back ribs.
Do the Cajun food, do the jambalaya, do the etouffee, do the whole
I mean, it's
gumbo.
the best you can get. There ain't none better anywhere else.
No, I would have loved to have stopped Skiwi. We went down Tobacco Road through Durham, Raleigh, southern Maryland, and into Virginia. Tobacco Road. I did a live stream from there. We went through Raleigh, Durham, just passed through past High Point, and went into past Charlotte. I would have loved to have seen some tobacco. We passed Philip Morris's huge tobacco operations in Richmond, Virginia. There, we would have loved to have seen a lot of things that we'll be able to go back and get to set the next time we go through. And of course, tobacco is not what it used to be. It's politically incorrect. Good morning, the great Lebowski. Nice to see you.
Jeffrey, how's it going?
The great Lebowski is in the house today. Francis knows a trans woman, and I think we'll be passing right through Beaumont. We'll be just skirting north of Beaumont, Texas, coming in. Our gas is still $2.23 a gallon. We left home at $3.03 a gallon. The cheapest we saw was in Missouri, was $2.03 a gallon. Well, it looks like our weather event may hold off, Missy Jen.
I told you it wasn't anything.
You're welcome, Nick. Nice to see you. If you haven't had a chance, yeah, didn't do a bourbon tour. We'll do that in Kentucky, Skiwi. Once we get the conversion van, we're going to definitely roll out a conversion van. Yeah, that was a pretty cool rig, but once I saw Wanderlust Estate break down with the GMC, I immediately unloaded mine. I got it for like, what was it, Jen? 6, and unloaded it for 12, something like that. So I made a good profit on that. Oh, you went to basic training. That's cool, Mark. Mark, you're very handsome in your uniform. Up with the flow of traffic. We're doing about 75 miles an hour. Louisiana State Police have been all over this highway today. Some of these people thought that they would get out over the bayous, Appalachia Bayou, and just be able to race 90 with the cops. I don't know how they found them, but they got them. Good morning, Shauna. Nice to see you, sweetheart.
Hi, Shauna.
Happy Monday and welcome to Western Louisiana. Getting ready to head into the great state of Texas. Destination today is San Antonio. Headquarters of the Wingnut Mafia there at Alamo. The Wingnut Mafia. I think we're going to take this opportunity to grab a little gas here. We're going to stop at the Loves, which I think are the dress.
Actually, right now is there.
I might ask Missy Jen to just top up the coffees here. I'm going to definitely get some gas here. We'll take you all to the Loves, exit 43. Please, nobody call the store. Y'all like that when Mike called the hotel? I love that when Mike called the well, what the hell were we staying? The Hampton Inn there in Largo. That was priceless. I love that. Oh, I feel like singing Amarillo by morning. Do, little George Strait today, huh? Man, this is really busy around here. Our trip thing rolled over, so I'm not sure. Somebody can do the math. We started at 24,787 miles. Now we're at 30,197, so 30,197 minus 24,787. We got to be about 5,500 miles. Dang, these roads are really crap. Hi, y'all. Welcome to Louisiana. We're now hiring. Y'all want a job?
Ain't that beautiful?
Y'all want a job?
Ain't it beautiful? No matter what they say. Cause the way
yeah, it definitely looks like twister weather. That's what I'm worried about. Hey, Stacy, nice to see you.
No
Yeah, Elvis is the leader of the Wingnut Mafia.
We
That's
ain't
right.
gonna get no twister here.
Let's see if you can freshen these up.
We ain't no twister country here.
Looks like it's just gonna take. Looks like it's just gonna take a small, Jen. Chop them up.
A small.
Yeah, that's all. I'm gonna get some gas here and
What's
clean
a
the
small?
windshield. Small. Just top that up with a. Whatever just tops. It'd probably take a small or something like that because I gotta. You get back, I gotta use the restroom.
Got some in there?
Yeah, I still got some in there.
So you want me to just get little cups and then fill it?
Yeah, we just fill it up with a small cup. That'll be fine. So we're gonna let you watch Georgie. You might chimp out a little bit there. Georgie, you gonna chimp out?
And I'll give some encouraging, just a little Bible-based track. Take you to your Bible. Talking about what's the key to happy family.
Yeah, well,
have a great day.
yeah, we just came from Jimmy Swaggart's yesterday.
What you say?
We went to Jimmy Swaggart's.
Jimmy Swaggart's yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And where in Houston?
Baton Rouge.
Jimmy Swaggart's in Baton
okay.
Rouge.
George, stop chimping.
Baby, oh, the baby want to get out.
That's okay. Stay there, stay put. You're gonna have to wait, baby. I know you wanna go out. Wait. Hey, no chimping out. Stop. No chimping out. Wait.
Georgie, no chimping. No chimping. No chimping. Georgie. You naughty? George. He'll be back. Oh, I gotta take this off, man. It is sweaty out. Everybody wants to save you down here. Woo! Hallelujah, baby. George. George, are you chimping? Huh? that air conditioner on for you, okay? Oh boy. Huh? She'll be back in a minute. All gassed up, Georgie. Huh? Gassed up. Somebody can do the math. What is that? 30,197 minus 24,787. It's got to be 5,500 miles, something like that. I'm going to use the, of course I'm going to use the female. I always use the female one. Are you kidding? I always use that. Yeah, I don't ever have any problem in the ladies' room anywhere. Just cleaning that windshield a little bit. We've been very careful about keeping the windshield clean for our road views here. Hey WDF, nice to see you. There's the Georgie boy, yay! I want you to vote for me for president, yay! I want you. Just waiting for Jen to come out, and then I'll use the bathroom here. 5,410 miles. Thank you, Lois. Yeah, if I went to the ladies' room, if I went to the men's room, I'd have all kinds of problems here. Good morning, Jackie. Nice to see you, honey. Ski-wee. Gotta love ski-wee. Morning with ski-wee. Yeah, the titty scream ladies room. No, George is okay. He just misses anytime Jen is goes into a store or something. He's always he chimps out a couple minutes. Got a lot of good old boys here in Louisiana. Is that right, Georgie? Are we in Louisiana? Huh? Y'all see that Louisiana? Huh? Yeah, the ski-wee makes it a very interesting drive. Ski-wee is such a pain in the ass. You have to absolutely love it at the end of the day. Amarillo by morning. God loves ski-wee. Skiwi's the historian of YouTube. He goes all the way back to 2015, man. Yep, that's it. Yeah, the Ice Queen sunglasses. I got my my Ray-Bans here. Love my Ray-Bans. Miss Jane. The temperature right now is 72 degrees. We're just at Lake Charles, Louisiana. Just waiting for the Missy. Shauna, you don't need anything. You're a pretty girl. George, what are you doing, huh? What are you doing, huh? Are you in Louisiana, huh? Are you in Louisiana? Are you going riding today? You going riding, huh? Are you going riding today? You going riding? You say hi, everybody. Morning. Morning, y'all, from Cajun country. Yeah, give kisses. Yeah. Wong Fu. Yeah, we're all Wang Chunging out here. Good morning, Kevin Chambers. We're about to get it. We're in Lake Charles, going to pass into the great state of Texas. Here comes Missy Jen. I'm going to trade off here.
Just wait, baby. I'm gonna take you. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Just wait, baby. I'm gonna take you. Hold on. Chop that off. I'll be right back, wait. Hold something out. You're gonna stop that, George. I know. You hate this being alone shit. I know. I know you hate that. topped your coffee to the brim.
Thank you.
And put in extra milk and then a nice yellow.
Yeah, the sweetener. I don't like that fucking sweet and low. Breakfast time, guys. Thank goodness for Pop-Tarts on the road. Show Bob's. Huh? Who in the hell is Bob? It is 72 degrees. It's very humid here. Very, very humid. You too, Sean. You too, Sean, and take care. Pop-Tarts always make it easy. Oh, show us Bob's. Oh man, that's funny. Huh? Give you a little Berg shake there, huh? Skiwi. Oh, damn. That's funny as hell, Skiwi. You take off my wig and go topless across Texas. Oh, wow. George had to take a dump. A bathroom wasn't no garden of roses, I'll tell you. Y'all think ladies' rooms are real clean and stuff. You got a rude awakening. Shit. It's really humid, isn't it?
Georgie had to pinch one off.
I saw George had to. Did he pinch it off clean?
Yeah.
Good. We like it when George pinches it off clean there.
Yep. He's a good boy. Yeah, did good.
Yeah, ASMR, that Pop-Tart. Y'all want a piece of my Pop-Tart?
Yeah, I have been getting those requests for the ASMR videos.
I was about to say, Katie, you gotta make sure to pinch it off clean, you know what I'm saying, honey? It could be problematic. Man, you gotta be careful around here. I got some big ass trucks rolling around this. Damn.
I made you some good coffee.
I'm not sure, Vicky, what kind.
Probably, well, it could be either a Ford or a Chevy. I mean, it does.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get something new. I'm thinking about getting, springing for something. Maybe a couple years old, something like that. Yeah, there's nothing on the paper. That's what I like, a really nice. I like it when George pinches it off clean. All right, guys, back on the road, I-10. Let's head west. Plenty humid. That humidity must be about 80%.
Yeah, the humidity is a
Is this the I-10 here?
Go west is over there.
Okay, all right.
This takes you to La Quinta.
La Quinta Inn.
La Quinta Inn. We don't want to go to La Quinta.
Yeah, it'll be nice. I think I'm gonna just
over here.
trade this thing in. Strip it out. I didn't put a lot of money into the bed. I'm sorry, bro. I cannot give you a ride.
Yeah, sorry, man. We ain't outfitted for another pass.
Still looks like we're gonna have a tornado drop down on us today, guys. Here, we're already under a thunderstorm threat. So,
thunderstorm threat?
yeah, I told you this morning we got a thunderstorm threat till about 11 a.m. this morning.
That ain't nothing. It's just some clouds.
What time is it now? 8:50.
So yeah, that ain't nothing there.
Yeah, those look like tornado clouds growing.
No, that ain't nothing.
I kind of like like the humidity, Jackie. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I spent 5 years in Hong Kong. I grew up in Baltimore on Chesapeake Bay, so humidity's not unknown to me. Oh, I'm not picking up any hitchhiker. You better believe that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, especially with the good-looking ones. They're the ones that all of a sudden...
You know, I'm a sucker for a good-looking guy or girl. Look at that beautiful home on the right there, on that plantation home over there. Look at that beautiful big old plantation home.
They're all of a sudden
I mean, you know what a sucker I am for good-looking guys and good-looking women, but you never know what's out here on the highway, right? You might get the ride of your life, baby. You might get the ride of your life.
Well, we disabled the clicker for the blinker. It's silent.
Oh, is Stevie giving me driving lessons?
Yes,
again?
Stevie said he doesn't hear the blinker.
Yeah, it's like Happy Meal. We're going across Colorado.
It doesn't make any noise. It's silent. Stevie.
Yeah, Happy Meal's like, hey, dumbass. The left lane is the fast lane is for passing. Get the hell out of the fast lane. You're riding in the fast lane.
Remember the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I know, Stevie. I'm very aware of that.
I've in my whole life, almost half a century, never picked up.
That's it, Jasmine. The ride of my life, baby.
Never picked up a.
Of course, with my surprise, he or she may get the ride of his or her life, you know? Woo. Take them into the jungle route, baby. Man. School bus. Where's my friend D.W. Red? If you see something, say something. And they don't want you to say something because they don't care about it. Yeah, Katie says, what are you going to do with Rosie? You can't tame Rosie, right? Kalasu Parish Schools, baby. Guys. We're starting to get into the hills here and dropping down a little bit. Our connection's really kind of lousy right now, so apologies to you. But the good thing is the stream automatically tries to reconnect itself as it goes along. Stream attempts to reconnect itself all the time. Hello, Joseph Kane. Sorry, our connection is really poor here. A couple times we tried to say hi, but our connection is really problematic coming through here. So good morning to you, or I should say good evening to you. Yeah, Francis says, I've been watching those flat earth hangouts. These videos prove it. Yeah, it's awful flat out here. Awful flat. Hopefully coming through Houston, our traffic situation will be good. So, and hopefully we've hit the end of rush hour a bit when we get to Houston, so that'll be good. Yeah, you get a lot of semis out here, but not as bad as I-80. All right, we're coming up to Lake Charles. All the exits on Lake Charles now, or at Lake Charles. See, that sky looks a bit threatening up there. Look up Camper Van Carl's gravesite, right? Shit, Skiwi, you're too much, man. Rest in peace, Camper Van Carl. You are sorely missed, my friend. That'd be the road down to Shreveport, Louisiana. That turn signal on for Skiwi. He's evaluating my driving today. Speed limit 60 here, everybody's going 70. We're in the city limit of Lake Charles. To Beaumont, Texas, where Exxon's big Gulf operations are. Beaumont, refining and everything else. Does that sky look threatening to you guys on cam? Looks like we're going to get nailed with a hell of a storm up here. I think we're going to get nailed in Texas here with this weather today. I hope to hell we don't have a tornado. It's looking real ugly around here right now. Anybody see what the weather's going to be in Beaumont? It's looking real bad up ahead here, real bad. Just what I didn't want to see up here. Lightning and thunder, oh boy. Great. It looks like we're in for it, guys. Beaumont, Texas, yeah. Lightning and thunder, awesome. This is just what I need today.
Partially cloudy, partially sunny, 72.
There's a front moving through, rain likely. Okay, thank you, Drew.
2 p.m. possibly 30%.
Yeah, it looks, kind of looks like the gates of hell are getting ready to open here. Got some real big bridge ahead of us here. I don't know what that is. it's not ice and snow, but still, look at this bridge. Looks like it goes straight up to the sky here. What the hell? This, guys, is a hell of a bridge right here. Straight up and straight down. Looks like everywhere I'm looking is oil refineries around here. Cresting the top of this bridge right now. You see that huge oil refinery on the right. Look like they just got one lane, so looks like this road looks like it's going to split up here. And it's getting darker by the minute out here. I think we're in for a real blow, guys, here. Trooper over there.
With the laser gun. Yeah, the laser gun pointing.
This bad weather's coming. Georgia's starting to chimp out a little bit here. Man, look at that traffic the other direction.
That trooper had his laser gun out. Radar gun. Sorry, radar gun.
I think this takes the cake for the most state police presence we've seen. Thank you, VMAC, much appreciated.
Police.
Man, I'm glad we're not going the other way. Shoot, look at that traffic. Yeah, Mark, we're about to get nailed by a storm here, I think.
Die and you're gonna win.
All right, take care, Katie. Nice to see you, sweetie.
Hit that thumbs up, please.
Yeah, thanks for hitting the thumbs up.
We're risking our lives for y'all.
Here comes another enormous refinery on the left here. Like a big, gigantic operation. Lake Charles is all refineries here, huh? Chemicals and refining. Welcome aboard to those of you on the stream. We are heading towards bad connection. Good morning, Drew. Good morning to you on the stream.
Morning, Drew. Love you.
We're getting ready to go into Texas and Beaumont, Texas, and then make our way to Houston and ultimately to San Antonio, the very heart of the country there. If you draw a line up north, you'll see that puts us about Russell, Kansas, halfway across America. we'll have completed 3/4 of our trip. Just enjoying our morning coffee here. George is riding shotgun. We're going to be home on Friday, Keith. Good morning, Drew. Our signal's fading in and out here. The road is incredibly bumpy here.
And we're risking our lives in tornado weather.
Yeah, we got a severe weather front heading towards us.
Everywhere.
I'm expecting a funnel cloud to drop out of the sky at any moment.
Suck
here.
us up and kill us.
That's it, Mark. Yeah.
We're gonna get wet and we're gonna get smushed in a funnel cloud.
Good morning, Eddie. Yeah, for those of you playing the home game, we're gonna get rained on. It'll be nice to clean the van off a little bit. We've been very lucky.
Heroes, we will die. I know, Linda, that's exactly what I thought. I've been in Tornado Alley. I lived in Tornado Alley in Missouri. The sky's got to be green and orange and all kinds of different colors. I'm not gonna worry about it. There's nothing here. It's all good. It's all good, y'all.
How you doing, Keith Gregory?
We ain't gonna sweat it. We know what it looks like.
Well, you know what they say, bad weather makes for good video, so. Oh, good. Glad to hear it, Keith. We're pulling for San Antonio today.
We're here in Sulphur Tours. Welcome to Sulphur Tours. That brake a little bit.
Yeah, that's it, Linda. Yeah, San Antonio, great Tex-Mex. That would be great. That's definitely a copper there.
Sulphur.
Yep.
Sulphur door. Police.
I've never seen so many police as I've seen here on this I-10 through Louisiana. Yeah. They are thick.
They're all wanting a piece of the pie. Alright, Beaumont is 45 miles.
45 miles to Beaumont, Texas. Make sure that cop's not rolling up on us on the right side. Yeah, we don't got our cowboy boots. It looked like he was ready to roll out.
I am totally bare feet, so
keep an eye on that mirror.
Maybe he'll like that.
See if that cop's going to roll up on me. I've got to take evasive action if he comes up.
Evasive action?
I got to ditch him, man.
You can't ditch him. he's gonna catch us.
Won't catch me, baby.
He's got a interceptor. He will nail us flat. We'll get that slurry tank over there first.
No, I don't think we're going to be rolling through Shreveport, honey. I'm not sure. We're getting ready to roll into Texas. I think Shreveport's a bit south of us here, just slightly.
We will run, baby, run, 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 baby, run.
Yeah, but the trooper presence has been overwhelming here in Louisiana.
Yeah, we had police.
We got some more up here.
Every corner, they're waiting and they're sitting with their radar guns.
Yeah, can you see that, Jackie? We're running from the mall. Yeah, Rosie decided to try to outrun the cops.
Rosie wants to outrun a police interceptor.
Louisiana
good luck with that.
Louisiana wants me, but I can't go back there.
Here's somebody. Somebody got some shoots going.
Yeah, we got this poop truck in front of us here. Smell this guy.
If you enjoy the entertainment and the trip and
just give us a thumbs up, please.
The stories and
you don't have to smash it. Just
the history, just gently tap that thumbs up, please.
Live streaming America, one state at a time.
We made it from Florida all the way across Mississippi, Alabama, and we're almost through Louisiana, the beautiful state with tons of amazing history. We went to New Orleans, Baton Rouge, the Red Stick City, which was once known as New St.
They wanted to call it New St. Louis, right?
And then they changed to Baton Rouge, the Red Stick. And that was because when they had the battle between the white immigrants and the Native Americans, then the Native Americans actually killed a bunch of the white settlers, and actually the Native Americans won the battle. They held up the stick that was covered in blood, and that was basically the Red Stick, and they named that city after that red blood-covered stick.
George is on a restraint thing there.
And that is Baton Rouge.
Hey, good morning, Ellie. Nice to see you, sweetie. We've got Ellie's been on relaxing and having her own vacation.
Nothing better than a bloody covered morning set. Woo! That's the story that we were told, and we're gonna stick to it, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to see the speed limits of 85 miles an hour in West Texas.
No, we're running into wall cloud over there, so there might be a funnel coming out of that.
I'm telling you, we're gonna have some real weather situations
so
here, guys.
We are risking our lives for y'all, so if you would please smash that thumbs up for us. We don't know how long we will last here. I think there's a car sitting inside the car.
Jen, the tour guide, that's right.
Yes, that's right.
Well, I think I speak for both of us as we open the morning chat. We can't wait to get back. We can't wait to get back to Louisiana again someday. Yeah, you can waltz across Texas. They might shoot you for waltzing there. You know. You can sing the Yellow Rose of Texas. Oh, the Yellow Rose of Texas.
That's right, Jackie. We're risking our lives for you.
Couldn't have your clementine, you can keep your Sara Lee, because the yellow rose of Texas is the only one for me. The sweetest little rosebud that Texas ever knew. You can talk about your clementines, you can keep your Sara Lee. The yellow rose of Texas is the only one for me.
They still got their back rear windshield wiper in plastic.
It's kind of a new GMC right there.
Yeah, it's flaming new.
Flaming new, baby.
They haven't unwrapped their rear windshield wiper yet. That's funny.
Schlitterbahn in Galveston. Schlitterbahn's one of those water parks. I think they started in Ohio. 72 in Cloudy and Beaumont.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little too early for the blue bonnets in Texas. That's right. We were staying at the Hyatt Place on Blue Bonnet Boulevard there in Baton Rouge. And if you ever travel, our best recommendation for a hotel is the Hyatt Place. They are amazing.
And you're only 3 minutes away from Jimmy Swaggart's
Christian Family Worship Center.
So if you stay over the weekend, it only takes you 2-3 minutes to go over there and join the service on a Sunday. Take a few dollars with you.
Okay, here comes the rain is beginning, so we gotta, you guys can see this ugly, is it as ugly? No, we're not gonna be through Shreveport. Does it look as ugly on cam as it does on the road here, this sky? This definitely looks like a tornado cloud here. We got our first little raindrops here.
Yeah, better hang on to your seats now. We're risking our lives for you. Smash that thumbs up before we go down.
Ski-wee.
What are you talking about, Scaly?
Yeah, Jackie, he's, I hear he's 81 or 82 years old.
And he's still got that salt and pepper in him, man. He just keeps on.
He still got out there and banged on that piano yesterday.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Inspired some people with a little bit of a talk there yesterday.
It was great.
Sat right next to his wife.
Oh.
I asked Clayton about where Jimmy Swagger lives. He has a 10,000 square foot, 2-bedroom home, which I thought was pretty amazing. 2 bedrooms.
Now, if you want to know my opinion, if you watch him on TV and you watch him live, it's such a difference. If you see it live, it's just so much more. It just grabs you in your heart, and it's like when they preach, you sit in the front row, it's like, hallelujah, praise the Lord. It just grabs you like, while you're in a core, and just rattles you.
Ski-Wee's like, how much money? Did you throw any money? You better have thrown some money in.
Yeah, I mean, I just grabbed into my purse and just threw it at him. It's like, hallelujah, here you got all my money, just take it. It was just great. Oh, I'm so happy we had the opportunity to go and go through the whole 2 hours.
2/3 of the way through the service, I got approached for an usher. We're going to ask you to stop the videoing. Your lens is reflecting off the television cameras here. So of course I respect it.
It was
but
really
I got to bring back the content,
serious.
you know. I got to bring it back. And then at the end, we got to meet the great Jimmy himself.
Yeah.
There's 203, Mrs. What is 200?
I'll tell you, whenever we go somewhere, there's somebody. I know I wanna meet the person. So if we go to a concert of some famous person, I wanna meet that famous person. I'm not gonna just go to the concert. I want to shake hands with whoever that person is. Dig it. It's either all or nothing.
All or nothing, baby. All or nothing. Beaumont, 32 miles to Beaumont, Texas.
Let's see, what time is it? It's the time for...
It's 9:22. It's 7:22 on the West Coast. Talking about an hour.
Another hour for Yeah, that's what I said. I will never wash my hand again. But then I did have to wash my hand because...
You said wash.
Huh?
You said wash.
I did?
Yeah. I'll never wash my hand again.
Never wash my hand again.
Washington, D.C.
And then I did have to wash my hand because I did go to the bathroom and yeah, so I didn't have to wash my hands.
Ah, skiwi.
But yeah, Jimmy is like, he came down like this and he's like, what's your name, young lady? And it's all on video, so it did happen. Woo! And Rosie girl was right next to Jimmy. And it's all on picture and video, so it did happen. Woo!
Oh, Janis Joplin's from Beaumont. How about that? That's pretty cool. I didn't know she was from Texas.
Look, we got blue skies.
We got blue up there, Missy Jen?
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, but the clouds are moving from right to left, so...
No. You gotta be positive now, honey. Got to be positive.
We'll get to Texas, and then we'll stop this live stream. We'll be starting another one later today. And if you haven't seen the videos from yesterday, I put them up this morning. They're coming up. The beautiful plantation house outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, all original, all beautiful. And I'll have the video coming up of the inside of the house, as well as the restaurant last night that we went to with Clayton and Richard. We were finally able to pay it back a little bit to them for their hospitality in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, Clayton and Richard. You guys are awesome.
And they were really amazing. Talk about paying forward. Yeah, he was the one that got caught with the prostitutes twice. 2 times. And they kicked him out of, I think, the Assemblies of God church. So he started from ground zero again and started his own congregation, his own ministry. He's built it back to right where it was, you know, so it's pretty amazing. His son is taking over. All the shit's underwater over there.
Yeah, they had a way station here and a little town here, and it's all flooded.
Yeah, we got some bayou here again.
That did look too good.
Yeah, so you do look good today, Mr. Jen. She's been resting well the last 4 nights, I'd say. Tomorrow's going to be our longest drive going westward. We're just going to really push it tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got some videos on the Jen and Rosie Reality TV. Check them out, please.
Actually, not tomorrow. Tomorrow Maybe after Wednesday is going to be our longest.
Put up daily videos over the last few days, and there will be videos coming up more and more and more. And so check it out.
So here we go, guys. We're coming up to another big bridge here. This could be Texas. Coming up, Texas Travel Info Center. I think we're getting ready to pass into the great state of Texas. We have a lot of friends in Texas. Jinxie, hi baby dog, good morning.
Jinxie, meow meow. Love you, bye bye.
We're passing over the Sabine River here. Good morning, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Love you, baby. Another one of our long time friends from Missouri.
Welcome to Texas, baby. We are officially in Orange County, Texas. Woo, the great state of Texas.
You have a welcome.
Welcomes you. I'm sure there'll be a sign down here. Texas ain't gonna let you come in without a big welcome sign, huh? Texas, baby. Smooth road. Get me the hell off of that Louisiana highway. And our speed limit just popped to 75 up here.
There's a big Texas there.
Big Texas Star we just passed. You couldn't really see it, the tractor trailer. Welcome to Texas. Drive friendly, the Texas way, y'all.
I think I got it.
We are in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas.
I got it. I'm picture.
I can't even begin to enumerate the friends that we have in Texas. The ones that immediately pop to mind: Kevin Chambers,
Yeah, she's
the Great Blue Waffles,
not quite sure what direction she's in.
Off-Grid 40,
Yeah, RV Debs. She's
RV Debs.
Knoxville.
So we're going to go ahead and end the stream, and we'll be picking up another one later today. I want to thank you guys for being along, and thank you for the thumbs up and being along on the journey.
Yeah, hugs, love, and kisses to each and every one of you. Always remember, be kind to each other. Do something good every single day for somebody else if you can.
And like DW Red says, if you see something, say something.